for the players. So we're taking it back again. We're having more discussions around who we're trying. We want to make sure that everybody can be involved, right? We have to remember that we're not just trying to serve level 65 players. We're not just trying to serve leveling players. We want events like this should be for everybody, and we want to make it really cool, right? Like, it's not just an in-game event. It's not just an out-of-game event. It might not even just be an event that has anything to do with the Tera website. It might have to be doing all over the place. So we want to try to make it as involved as possible. And so it's been delayed now to a future update. We don't have a date when we're going to put it on there, but honestly, we got an anniversary coming up. There might be some stuff happening over an anniversary. I don't know. We'll see. It all depends on whether the event's ready, though. We're not going to do it half-assed. So, yeah. Anyway, there you go.
I saw a question. Cobalt said there's still a question regarding Dreadspire uppers coming back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a thing that's going to be happening at some point.
I actually forgot when that's coming.
It's coming with the that happens with the well, in Korea they're calling it the Awakening update. We obviously aren't going to call it the Awakening because we already have a thing called Awakening in Tera already. We already used it. Already burned that word up. So there's character skill progression. There's been all kinds of names for it. The thing that everybody is talking about, which is basically about half of the classes, I believe, are going to be getting an update with new skills that is in Korea launching, that has actually just launched over the past couple weeks. With that, there is also this, I believe in that build will be this kind of the upper 9 levels or something like that of Dreadspire is part of that as well. That they have there, if you, yeah. Don't have any information that I can really share yet on it because I don't have details myself. We haven't even gotten that build in-house, so we haven't seen it yet. We have no idea what's included in it yet, so I don't want to speak out of turn and say that it's coming in, May or April or June or whatever, because I don't really know yet. But as soon as we know, watch this. What happened to me?
You done messed up the cam.
Did I? Well, that's okay. I look better and blurry anyway.
Lean forward just a little bit.
Gotta awaken the cam.
Yes. Oh.
Did that work?
No. Oh, there we go.
Yeah! Oh, it's so creepy watching myself in, not in real time. Oh my god, what am I doing? What a weirdo. There we go, look at it. See? I have those abilities. I just lean forward and it works. I lean forward and it works. Okay. Yeah, anything going away? Yeah, we got some stuff.
Got some things going away. We got to do some cleanup. They're not going away. Doing cleanup.
Cleanup.
Yeah.
Tuesday. What's going on? What's some of the things going away on Tuesday?
Win Tera tokens. You collected them. Hopefully you used them because they're bye-bye. Fed bills. 3 boxes are there right now. Go burn all of them. Get those boxes. Transfer them over to fashion coupons because they're bye-bye. The Space Cats tokens that just happened for the Tera Mongo. Do what you need to with those because they're bye-bye. I'm missing one. Oh, the cleanup. The golden gift cleanup.
Oh, yeah.
Every once in a while we lose a little bit of control. Something goes a little wacky. And there's an old event item from an anniversary from like 2015 or 2014. It got reverted. It's got bad loots. They don't work. We're going to clean that and get rid of that. We got to do a little cleanup there.
Yeah. So I think people on Discord brought up, someone was like, hey, why does this guy have a Samsung coupon? A Samsung laptop coupon. What is that thing? Yeah, it's a thing that was never meant for our territory. It was a Korean-only item that was used for a giveaway in Korea back at launch. Somehow got its way into the game. We're going to clean them all out. They're going to go away.
And there was one item from Tera Mongo that we released, the non-functional version. I think it's an EU item, and we need to replace that with their NA item, so that'll happen as well.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, so those are some of the things that are happening on Tuesday. A lot of cleanup stuff's going to happen. It's nothing that most 99.5% of you will not be affected by that at all.
Someone also asked, does the Guardian...
You just called me an asshole?
I might have.
I was trying so hard not
to. I'm going to call it out. There's no way I can. Are you kidding?
Caffeine.
I'll just see myself out.
Someone asked if there were class balances in the Guardian patch. Yes, there are. Slayer's going to get a new passive that decreases the cooldown of some of their skills, 2 of them, Measured Slice and Whirlwind, through different things. You're going to get that passive. Priest and Mystics have 2 skills, Priest Focus Heal and Mystic Titanic Favor. Your area of not your range of the ability, but the area that it will target onto somebody, it's going to get expanded a little bit, so it's going to be easier in fast-paced fights to actually hit that person and target them, so that skill will go off. Priest Energy Star is going to get some skill cooldown reduction for party members when you hit them. Increased skill damage against boss monsters. Mystic, your Valve Rebirth is going to change a little bit. Its duration is reduced to 5 minutes, where it previously was 20 minutes. But it gives reduced cooldown for Energetic Vow of Rebirth from 40% to 30%, and increased skill damage. Brawler's got a couple changes. Jackhammer, increased endurance buff effect from 1% to 1.5. That stacks 5 times, I think, so it goes up to 8% now. No, it used to go to 8%, now it goes to 12%. Math. Skill damage increase for Power Link counter is up. Warrior Rain of Blows, the way edge generation occurs there is a little bit different, and it's going to be boosted a little bit. Yeah, that's that for the class balances.
Yeah.
So yes, some little minor tweaks. Slayer is really lucked out. They get a new passive. And the Priest Mystic targeting, that's just amazing. That's on point. That's so nice now.
Someone just asked... Someone had just asked if we can people can stop getting crystal binds in boxes, since they said because most people have a permanent one now. That is untrue. I know the percentage of people that have a permanent one because they pay for Elite, and it's not even close to most. So no, other people who we service the majority, not the minority in that case. So other people need them. Just because you don't need them doesn't mean somebody else doesn't. There, that's my hardline answer on that. It was pretty good, right?
It was good.
I had to put on my big boy pants to say that one.
Somebody also sent in a bug to our customer support wanting to know about the glyph of persistent evasion. It's been broken. Sorry. It's fixed with 64. So you're on your Valkyrie, you use your evasive skill or your evasion skill, that glyph triggers, you can keep doing your roll. It's fixed. I got a bug fix for you.
Yeah, there you go. Someone just said, did you say more damage for priests or no?
Yes.
Yes. He said yes.
Not all, just 100% across the board. Don't just think that all your pew-pew skills will just slam face, but increased skill damage for energy stars. 20% to boss monsters. So yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
What else?
What else? There was something else I wanted to let you talk about. Oh, did you want to talk at all about the events, some of the events that we're talking about for this month, or just maybe some of the ideas of some of the things we're throwing around?
We don't really have specifics,
Yeah.
but there are changes, right? You guys have seen a couple PM faces change over the last couple years. We were really stable for a long time. We had a Tree Shark here for quite a while, and then it kind of got topsy-turvy, and we slid some people in and out. The crew we have now, these guys, I think we're pretty solid. We love working with each other. We've got a lot of plans, and Mr. Denominator pulls us aside and yells at us and tells us to come up with more plans. So we want to approach a lot of things, like what we're doing with the Fashion Shop Fed bill. There are a lot of things, the Tera rewards, the dressing room, how we do events, what we show on the calendar, what we do for login events, strong boxes. We're trying to come up with a bunch of great ideas. We don't want to just set things up so that you're getting the same stuff all the time. If you're logging in, you're getting a health potion. Are we doing our job? Are you logging in going, yay, health potions, and like you're in chat screaming how awesome your health potion is? we want every moment to be super fun. So when we set up an event, when we come up with murder mystery, we want it to be as fun as it possibly is, And that means we're going to have to sit and think about things. We're going to have to come up with an idea, put it in front of a bunch of people, and have them tell us how it's not a fun idea. And then we're going to have to go revisit that. So we're not going to make a whole bunch of changes super quick. We'll probably pull back on some things first. It's not because we're wanting to take things away from you. It's because we're wanting to make them as fun as possible and deliver the best experience possible with what we have. One of the things that we need to do is discover exactly what all we have. There is a lot of function in our GM tool that we haven't employed. There are some things that we just flat out don't understand. I was trying to get one to work today, and it's just, I was trying to flip my table, but it's a really heavy standing desk, and I'd pull a muscle and then have to take some time off. So I gave up on that. But there are a lot of things we just have to power through, talk to our dev, figure out how these things really work. But hopefully, over the next couple of months, you're going to see a lot of things fixed, a lot of things changing, super more fun in there, and new event systems that we haven't thrown at you yet.
Yeah. That's good.
Very good.
I like that.
Which may segue into...
Yeah, there was a question that someone even asked. One of the things that we're looking at reevaluating on how we do and what's been done in the past, and everyone, not everyone, it's actually been pretty good this week, but the what's today's code, you know, I have very strong opinions about it that I'll keep to myself on codes, but one of the things, I understand why people ask for it. It's awesome. It's a cool reward to get. It's always cool to get free shit, straight up. Always good, right? So we don't have a code today. Today's code is there is no code. That's not the code, by the way. You can go try to put it on the website. If it works, power to you, but I don't think it's going to work. However, that doesn't mean we're not going to do codes.
If that was a code, that
it's not means that we aren't going to do codes. There might be a code next week.
Yeah. Right?
But the idea of like coming on for a minute and getting the code and then leaving is not that is not the point here. Like we're trying to, you know, we want to talk to the community. We want to talk to you guys. We want to answer questions in chat. We want to do stuff like that. Never getting codes again. Yes, that's what I just said. Come on now, people.
I mean, it's what Moonhill just said. I'm here for the news and fun and faces.
Yes,
and
that's what it's about.
We want this to be as fun for you as possible. Something you look forward to every week is hanging out with you know, the publisher and all the people that do the work here for Tera. And when we do codes, we want to make it really awesome for you, not just doing it for the sake of doing it. And one of the problems with anything that you give out a lot is that you can't make it super awesome because you're just constantly giving it out. When you only do it once in a while, you can make it really rad and make it totally worth giving it out versus just stacks of like and this is not by any means saying like it wasn't used right in the past. No.
It's just that the standard that was set before, where you know, it's another thing that we're reevaluating. We want to give out really cool, meaningful shit to people. The way to do that is that you have to be picky about when you're going to give stuff out. Does that mean there's no codes every week? No, it means there's no code this week. Next week, I wouldn't not tune in next week. Like, hey, a code's going to be good for the next 4 days or something, that may be going away as well, I'll say, because I don't agree with that. You want to use the code, watch the stream, and go put the code in. And then, awesome, then you get the stuff. If you want to get the code off of the forums 3 days from now, it's not going to work. So, boom, I'll just shoot that one in the head right now. Anyway, codes. So that's how I feel about codes. It's cool. I love giving out free stuff. So no regular reward credit for Emporium. I didn't say that. I just said that we'll be thinking about what goes in them. They'll be more meaningful and more thoughtful. So maybe they'll be worth more. Maybe you'll get more credits out of them because you won't get them as often. But anyway, there you go. That's how I feel about codes. That's great.
You just made the camera go blurry.
Did I? Oh, here.
What are we just sliding back? Is that?
They're like, whoa. Okay, you're back. You're
okay.
good.
I have. It's.
We get too far away.
I use the force. I use the force for a second. Sorry.
Yeah. You push back for serious mode.
Blurry faces. Yeah, there's the code. There is no code.
Yeah.
I actually should have made that for a code today. Damn it.
No code. Yeah.
Damn it.
But we have a really good idea for a future code.
Yes.
So we're already super excited.
We're already super excited.
How to make it really fun for all of you.
Yeah. We're trying to put more work on other teams to come up with super fun ways to put codes in the game.
Yeah. Also, I think I mentioned this earlier, but the calendar. Like the calendar is also something else that's going to change a lot. You know, stacks of dragon scales that don't go into your bank on characters isn't fun. Every character I have has a stack of like 12 dragon scales on it or something. It's just like I can't do anything with them. It's forever, right? So look at the calendar. Pay very close attention to the calendar, because there's going to be some really cool stuff on the calendar, and then you're going to want to hit those days, because again, calendar is it's 24 hours and it resets, right? So if you don't get in on that day, you don't get that thing. So keep an eye on the calendars too. The calendar, again, to speaking to what Single Bear said about, like, you know, the days of like stacks of you know, 4 health potions that are completely useless to most players at this point. We don't need to be getting those every week. I don't like getting them. Dreamcast
87. That's.
I thought you were gonna buy a Dreamcast just now. I was like, oh man, I love the Dreamcast.
I've bought one. I have no idea where it's at.
I have one too.
Oh, what is that? Oh, look at that. Make the code in event in-game or something like that. Do you work here? No, just kidding.
Work here?
What?
The suggestion is coming from within the building.
This is the phone call. It's coming from in the house. Yeah. 3 and 7 day costumes are lit. 3 and 7. Yeah, you know, that's something like 3 and 7 day stuff is. For some reason, for a long time, it's been like, don't use those, don't touch those things. Those are like, ugh, those are. I love them. I think they're cool. So we'll see. We'll see more about that stuff. I was gonna bring up something else. Damn it! Someone said something in there and it reminded me.
Enthusiastic Boo. I don't have an answer for you right now, man. If I can get you one, I'll try to bring it up in another stream or post something. I don't have it for you right now.
What was the question?
Loot reward changes.
Oh yeah. Give a direct comment. I told you I don't work on console.
Here's the direct comment. Tera PC guys, Denominator's out there doing denominator stuff.
Working on console.
He's the guy that knows.
Yeah. Sorry. I have a question for